we are not playing the same. No, we not looking to change. Hand on the wheel. They think we lacking the drive. Boy, you should stay in your lane.
Welcome to the Basement League Show!
That was probably really loud for the microphone.
I know.
It'll be fine.
It'll just start. I hope every one of you are wearing like really good fucking headphones when that happens. Because I'm that asshole.
Throw up a sound warning.
I was gonna say, should we put a trigger warning for the
sound warning 10 seconds ago.
Oh yeah! I want that to be on, like someone's headphones pop out and you hear, oh yeah! It's like, oh shit! Like, I'm really not watching.
Oh, like the.
We should just put like the Pornhub like intro. Just randomly, so people, what are you doing in here? I'm like, I'm really just watching the Basement League.
What is that? Some new fetish?
It's a new fetish. Tommy,
damn right it is.
I believe in you. It's the Basement League, babe.
On that note, today, guys, we're gonna be talking about Miss Marvel.
That is such an awful segue. Oh god,
that's the point.
That's like a segue going over like rusty nails, and you don't know really how to drive a segue.
Have y'all watched The Boys? We can talk about that.
Either one, I don't care.
Let's talk about The Boys. The Boys is getting like to the crescendo, and I'm very excited because in the comics it's gonna be cool.
They're apparently already agreeing for a 4th season.
Apparently, also Amazon now has a standards and practices department after the Hero Gasm episode.
Oh yeah. I watched that episode. Like, yeah, there's some fucked up stuff. Like, what happens to Eminem? That was pretty gross.
But it wasn't bad. Worse.
Is that just? Does that say more about me than it does?
I feel like it says a little about.
I know I'm fucked up.
Yeah.
So I don't have any concern. I know.
When Eminem opened up the door and he got fucking splooged all over by the giant guy. I'm assuming it was a giant guy, or maybe it was the fucking tentacle penis guy.
Oh, love sausage.
Love sausage.
Yeah. Love sausage.
Forgot that was.
This season has been fucking phenomenal though. The first few minutes of episode 1 when Termite.
Oh god. Yeah.
First off, you think he's gonna go into the back end, and then you just realize it's like thought. It's like a fucking
that's a whole thing. That was unexpected.
No, what was unexpected was what came next when he fucking sneezes.
Yeah, I mean both.
Jesus
both
Christ.
Like the whole thing.
Yeah, that's true.
Anyway, but
so The Boys
is phenomenal.
Because I read the comic books. I'm like really big into the comic books. I haven't really fucked with the show as much as I should. I've been watching episodes here and there.
I've read most of what season 1 is based on.
Yeah. So like it's probably besides Invincible, probably one of the most violent comic books out.
I gotta say, between the comic books and the shows, Butcher has a lot more respect for what's her name, Mallory. Whereas in the first time you see Mallory in the comic books, fucking Butcher's got her bent over.
Yeah, I read that.
Maybe because they was like, oh, Butcher cusses too much. I'm like, you haven't read the comic books.
You haven't read the comic books.
They're like, holy. Dude, that C word come flippantly out of them. I'm like, whoever's writing and inking this shit is like, yeah, like, because that is a lot of flippant with the C word. And I want that sweet YouTube money, so I'm not even gonna try to bleep it. Not even taking the chance.
Yeah, that's fair.
He's throwing out them see you next Tuesdays.
Yeah. Yes. Essentially, yes. But like, it's fun to see that the antagonist is the hero is just Superman on fucking meth, essentially.
I mean, it's essentially what superhero. I mean, fuck. We discussed this a couple weeks ago. Like, if you could have a superpower, what would it be and what would you do? Everybody's first thought is like personal, like
game.
Selfish gain.
He's also a sociopath.
And
could you imagine an influencer with the superpowers? That's exactly what The Boys is.
I just imagine one of the D'Amelio sisters.
Yep.
Or fucking
Joy Paul.
D'Amelio sisters.
Who the fuck are they?
They are
TikTok. They're like the original TikTok. Or like, I can't remember.
And the top 5, they're like number 4.
But back in the original TikTok, was all the cringy videos of weebs dancing to songs, and they did a little weird stop motion bullshit.
They were the original dance girls.
Oh god,
they invented a lot of these dumb TikTok dances.
They've made millions off the fact that they did little 60-second dances on TikTok.
Yet again, my career choice seems terrible.
Respect to their game, because I'm stuck fucking slinging drinks and shit at a bar while doing this on the side. So respect to their game that they fucking made it.
Yeah.
But also at the same time, I'm a little salty and fuck them.
But yeah, can you imagine if a YouTuber didn't get enough likes and they decided to like crash into a building, but like
or laser people's heads
off, or tell somebody that's that suicide person to jump because that was.
I'm sorry that I laughed.
No. He didn't tell her to jump. He literally just bodied her essentially until she fell off the building because he's a psychopath.
Yeah, he was like, I was like, I can laser you off. I was like, oh shit.
Dude, my favorite part, what I love about the comic books is he's always got that fake ass smile on his face, and it's like so eerie and creepy. But I think
Anthony Starr.
Yeah, Anthony Starr.
Yeah. So
he's Australian.
Yeah, the way he's playing his character is even more terrifying because he's just, you don't know when he's gonna snap. And he's like really but he's not even like good at being a hero. He's actually really bad at it.
They're all bad at being heroes because they only care about themselves.
They
care about their views and their ratings.
They care about the ratings. But I love the Butcher. The Butcher is probably like.
They said it in season 1. There's more ratings than tragedy.
Yeah. I love. He's like, "Do you think you're better than me?" I was like, "What? Would you rather be sitting here or down there?" I was like, "Dude, I'd already been the fuck out of the building."
The fact that he, I love how he didn't know Butcher had powers and he just lasered the shit out of him. He's like, videos off. I was like, oh shit, he didn't know he had powers.
When Butcher came back and he's like, okay, and I'm just gonna step away and zoom away.
Yeah, dude, he almost got killed.
Dude, fun fact: have you ever seen the movie Without a Paddle with with Seth Green? Is it Seth Green?
Seth Green.
Seth Green,
Matthew
Lillard,
and Dak Shepard.
Yeah.
At the very beginning of the movie, when they show the friend that eventually dies, and that's why they take the trip, that was Homelander.
Yeah,
their friend that's leaving off in the Bronco or whatever car he drives when he's going off to college or whatever. That was Anthony Starr.
I gotta watch the movie.
I watched it like a few months ago, and I was just for shits and gigs. I had it on Vudu and all that, and I was just like, I haven't watched this in a while. Let's watch it. And it starts off, and I'm like, why does he look so familiar? So I started looking at the movie, and I was like, motherfucker, that's Homelander.
That's awesome.
I like the fact that Homelander just uses his laser vision and everything. He doesn't really have to do anything.
I like the fact we got to see Black Noir's face and his voice, which is very nasally. So it's like, I get why they didn't want to talk to him first.
And why Black Noir never takes the suit off anymore, because he got fucked up.
What's super sad is they did that, and it's sad because in the comics it's like more shocking. But I think they needed they needed a divvy from the comic books. I'm explaining this because this is what a writer would have to do. Is you don't want to spoil the ending with all these new fans. You had to like divvy it, like we got to go left instead of right.
Sometimes you got to nuance the backstories.
It was cool to see. I was like, okay, because I'm like, everybody knows it's gonna be freaking a clone of Homelander. Like we all know. We've seen it in the comic books. It's been out forever. And then you're like, wait, what the fuck? Is that a black guy? Like, wow, I was not expecting that. It actually surprised me.
So
I was
in
actually
comics,
excited.
Black Noir is a clone of Homelander.
Yeah, it's a clone. And he's the backup to make sure Homelander, because they knew if he went crazy, someone would have to stop him. So that's what Black Noir's job, the whole entire job was to stop him.
Can Black Noir still just currently fuck up Homelander?
I think that's
no, because they were using Soldier Boy was supposed to be this version.
I think that's more where Soldier Boy comes.
Yeah, okay. Soldier Boy is supposed to be
because Soldier Boy is a bitch in the comics, right?
Not really, but he's super strong, but he's not Homelander.
He's not brave, right?
Yeah,
it's the reverse of how it is in the show where Homelander's like, oh, we're the old man. He's like, there's nobody like me. Like being that he's pretty much saying he's just OP and he can pretty much beat anybody, which in the show he can clearly. In the comic books, it's the other way around, where Homelander is actually the upgraded version of Soldier Boy. Meant to be the strong, unbeatable, unbreakable American symbol.
But I just remember seeing pictures of the main image of Soldier Boy I saw was him pissing his pants, because he was scared of something. And I was thinking of in the comics, I'm thinking of somebody else.
Yeah, it was Soldier Boy,
but probably I don't fully remember the.
There's something he's not battle hardened
he's
people
not
think.
Brave.
Yeah, it's definitely not the same Soldier Boy that we're seeing in.
This Soldier Boy is different. This is supposed to be more badass.
Because I saw that and I was like, there's no way Jensen Ackles gonna.
That's why they call him Soldier Boy. He's wasn't he like a kid in the comic books, and they grew his body to a full size man or some shit, and they called him Soldier Boy. He was supposed to be a 20-year-old or something.
He was more or less kind of a mockery and
of Captain
take on
America.
Captain America.
Of Cap. But I like the way they portrayed him because it just makes sense. They need somebody that can take Homelander and show that Homelander can't beat everybody.
Yeah.
Because everybody's right now is like comparing him to Superman and who to win. Superman would fucking take his ass like 9 times out of 10. And even with Kryptonite, because Homelander has literally never fought anybody as strong as him for a long period of time. And Superman was bodying like fucking aliens and gods and shit. So good fucking luck, Homelander. There's no way you could take Superman. But it's fun to see. It's fun to see these characters like it's just a mockery of what we would view as a hero.
Yeah, I don't know if it would be like a mockery. It's just like if those heroes if Captain America existed in real life, if Batman existed in real life, if Superman existed in real life,
they wouldn't give a fuck.
They wouldn't give a fuck. They're so strong. Like, why would he care? And that's what's crazy is he realizes that these people can't hurt me. Why do I care?
Yeah.
He's doing wild. He's just off. He doesn't know how to save people. He's literally killing people. I love when he grabs that girl's jaw and like literally rips it off on accident, and then panics and just starts killing, just killing people. Because he's like, fuck it.
I think it was season 2 when he has that brief daydream where he just fucking mows down the whole protester crowd.
Yeah.
That's exactly probably what it would be like. Is they would have like any superpowered individual would probably get annoyed with like the day-to-day basic human being and would more than likely like maybe not kill all of them.
We're like pests.
Yeah.
We'd be like literally you annoy me.
It'd be like shut up, flick, and like launch you 20 blocks.
Fucking
and
yeah.
probably
Nazi.
Kill you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Dude, you have like in the comic books, it's like a trillion times raunchier than I mean, like the scene like in there where it shows like Homelander like being weird towards Starlight, right? Starlight. Mm-hmm. In the comics, it's a whole different thing, and I can't even repeat it because I don't want to get canceled because I don't agree with it. But it's pretty grapey.
I was gonna say it's real grapey.
So like these comics were meant to be a shock factor because you had comics like Spawn. Spawn was like really violent. Not Berserker. Berserker was really violent.
The grapey thing reminds me of 21 Jump Street or 22 Jump Street when they go to the prison and David Franco's in the background. He's like, "It rhymes with grape. It rhymes with grape."
God, that's awful. Gonna have to edit that shit out. Anyways, God. Like the whole premise of of The Boys is to show what it would be like if someone nowadays. Yeah. Think about all the guys that get away with wrecking cars, wasted, DUIs, and that shit.
All the guys that peaked in high school.
Imagine those guys with powers. Imagine those girls with powers. That'd just be the worst Earth ever, and it is.
Imagine if the girl drove a beat up Nissan Altima with a fuzzy steering wheel cover. And she had superpowers that every time like she lost likes, she could just like blow people up.
Yeah.
Every time
it's like Black Air Force.
Every time someone says something bad in the comments.
Do you go to college or high school with somebody that's just completely obsessed with their social media image? Imagine them with them with superpowers on a bad day.
Yeah.
Someone didn't get all the TikTok likes that they thought they should have gotten. Imagine them with superpowers on a bad day.
Like, I'm gonna go blow up internet. I'm gonna fly through something because I want to.
Mom turned off the Wi-Fi.
Probably killed mom. Okay, you guys have seen Brightburn.
I have not seen Brightburn actually.
You haven't seen it yet?
I've always intended to watch it, and I'm just like
fucked up.
It's one of those because I love James Gunn. I love his movies. I love like the work that he's done as creepy and weird as some of it might have been, like his like way past stuff. But I still have yet to see Brightburn because I was just like,
it's not bad.
Because I know the premise of it. It's more or less he kind of does like if Superman were. It's almost like I think it's almost pretty much like Red Sun, just like on a lesser level.
It's
on a degree. On a lesser level.
It's like
a what if, yeah, like kind of like Red Sun, but not in the sense that Like in Red Sun, he's still coming out to be Superman. He just can't be Superman for long.
This is more like the
I'd say
Silver
it's like,
Century. This is more like Silver Century.
Well, I'm saying, I'd say it's like, did y'all ever see the movie The Good Son with Macaulay Culkin and Elijah Wood? I'd say it's like Red Sun meets Good Son, where it's like part of him wants to do fucked up stuff, but he also has the superpowers to do fucked up stuff.
No, I don't think that's even a good comparison either.
No,
I've not
Silver
seen the
Century.
movie, so I'm really just making assumptions.
Like the original Silver Century storyline was like he's OP power. He's supposed to be overpowered, like off the sun, incredibly overpowered. But he's supposed to be like a really, really, really good guy. In reality, he's like can't handle that much power, and so you just evil as shit.
By the way, speaking of Silver Century, it still cracks me up that back when we went to Renfest and you were saying you were gonna dress up as a Sentry, I was thinking you meant Silver Century, and so when I saw you at Renfest, I was like, what the fuck is he even dressed as?
Oh, Silver Century.
Nerd problems. But yeah,
no, I've heard it's a really good movie though.
Okay,
I'm probably gonna watch it tonight. Now
you
that we're
guys,
talking about it again.
Do you guys agree with Huey or with Starlight? Or rather, what decision should have Huey made? Should he have gone with Butch or should he have stuck with Starlight?
Should have stuck with Starlight.
I feel like he should have stuck with.
What
we would have done would have been stuck with Starlight.
Which spoiler alert, if that wasn't apparently fucking obvious at the beginning of this show, that we're going to be talking about stuff that spoils the season 3.
Yeah, so. I'd have to. I feel like he.
I don't blame Huey for taking the temporary knee. Anybody
who would?
Who wouldn't? I think his reasons for doing so are bitch made.
Oh yeah,
100% bitch made.
Real quick, on a side note, speaking of like people with powers, his head papa, what's her name?
Victoria.
God, I love her voice.
Yeah,
she's
just beautiful.
It is like news anchor / like radio host.
It's one of those voices you could just listen to.
Yeah, please, just read a cookbook. Just read a cookbook.
Do book on audio for me.
It's like a math problem.
I would buy it.
You could just read the dictionary.
Her voice is amazing. Okay, back to what I was saying. But yeah, what you're saying with
he was 100% bitch made. Like, if
I want to be the one to save you. I don't want to be the one getting saved, even though I'm a regular fucking person.
Like,
he's a bitch ass bitch.
And even then, when he was about to go back after what's his name, A-Train.
Yeah.
It's like, dude, you've clearly gotten over the girl. Get the fuck over your problem with A-Train.
You never apologized. Dude, and he plays, what? Oh! A-Train, dead or alive?
He's dead.
Think?
He's dead.
Sure?
Yeah, he's dead in comics. He's been dead for like a whole 7 issues. So I would expect that you eventually have to kill that asshole off. His character just isn't as cool. The character in the comic books is fucked up. They're all fucked up, but I'm saying his character in the comic books is really fucked up.
If he's dead, I love the way that they took him out. The fact that he died doing something that was actually honest. Instead of just being, let me be about the people and about the culture and shit. Like
when he got his outfit changed,
which I know,
we don't claim this man.
I just realized I'm probably the worst person to talk on that aspect, but
you're okay. It's fine. Yeah, he definitely, once he did the suit change, I was like, yeah, we don't claim this man. This is nope.
I love the fact that they had that commentary on it, like calling him out like for being a joke on that. Like, really, dude? Like, this is your way of showing you're with it? Like,
A-Train goes back to the jungle. I'm like, I did not know you were from the jungle. That's all right. That's good to know. That's a good way to start.
The A-Train to Africa.
Yeah. Oh my god.
Don't even.
That was cringy.
All right.
I'm sorry.
We are done. We're at, right. Like, tell us what you think of the boys down below. Thank you guys so much. Please go to the TikTok channel. Check it out, guys.
The TikTok.
Tickly talk.
Go see us do some of those TikTok dances. Yeah.
All that shit. The geek judge is coming your way, folks.
Oh God, it makes it sound like so threatening.
The nerd court.
Oh, there you go.
Nerd court instead of night court.
Yeah.
Nerd court.
That's where.
We can make a song.
Nerd court.
Serving up the common
You're the fucking musician. You're the fucking musician. You need to be one.
Serving up what's right.
Now I gotta make like a funky ass song. Judge Speechless residing.